This video will cover starting the motorcycle and checking the oil. Sit on the bike using the technique shown in the previous video. Leaning the motorcycle side to side will assist with becoming more comfortable with the motorcycle's weight. Putting the side stand or center stand down and sitting on the motorcycle with your feet on the pegs will also assist with that. In this case, I forgot to put my feet up. MSF uses the acronym FIND-C for their starting procedure. FIND-C stands for Fuel Supply Valve, Ignition Switch, Neutral, Engine Cutoff Switch, and the choke and clutch. Turn the fuel selector to on. Turn the ignition switch to start. To ensure the motorcycle is in neutral, look at the green neutral indicator. Here it is not illuminated, so it is not in neutral. And try to roll the motorcycle more than a few inches back and forth without the clutch lever squeezed. Here again it does not roll freely, so it is not in neutral. Now this bike is in neutral. The green light is illuminated and it rolled freely. I will show how to find neutral next. On the side of this bike is the shift pattern. First is at the bottom, neutral is right above that, and second is next. We will use the shift lever near the left foot peg to find neutral. Shift the gears all the way to the bottom. You can know it is there because you will not hear any clicks and the shifting will feel different. There will be no resistance. You may have to move the motorcycle back and forth slightly to shift. Lift up. If you listen and feel closely, you may hear and feel 2 clicks. That means it is going past neutral into second. That is okay because you may also push down slightly from second to go into neutral. You will hear and feel it move into place. It will roll freely and the green neutral indicator light will illuminate. Shift to the bottom again and lift the lever with your foot very slowly until you hear and feel a single click. Verify again that it is in neutral. If you go too far, there will be 2 clicks as it goes past neutral again. Here it is in neutral again. This is an exception to the always use the clutch lever to shift rule. When the motorcycle is not running and not moving, it won't matter if you use it or not. We can see the same process from another view. I am shifting down all the way. Here I will go past neutral into first. Lifting up slightly brings me into neutral. Now I shifted down to first. Went up past neutral into second. And down slightly into neutral. This is about the amount of time it actually takes to find neutral. The switch by the front brake lever is the engine cutoff switch. We should always use it to stop the motorcycle engine. Practice switching it a few times. Let's switch it to run and leave it. Now enable the choke if it hasn't been started for some time. Squeeze the clutch and start the engine by pushing on the starter button on the right handlebar. It should start. After it starts and has run for a bit, you can turn the choke off. The shutdown procedure is quicker. Move the engine cutoff switch to off, turn the ignition off and the fuel off. If it didn't start, verify that the side stand is up, the fuel is on, the ignition is on, it is in neutral, the engine cutoff switch is to run, the choke is on, and the clutch is fully squeezed. Sometimes you must twist the throttle slightly while the engine is turning over to start it, but avoid that if possible. Here is a faster engine start. Fuel, ignition, neutral, engine cutoff switch, choke if needed, and clutch. And for the shutdown, engine cutoff switch, ignition, and fuel. The process for checking the oil may vary based upon the motorcycle. You can check the owner's manual for your specific procedure. I first use compressed air to prevent stuff from falling in. This bike's official procedure is to start the bike and allow it to idle for 3 to 5 minutes. Stop it and wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Ensure nothing will fall in and remove the dipstick and wipe it clean. Hold the motorcycle upright and level. Put the dipstick back in without screwing it in and then remove it to check the amount. The oil should be within the hash line to the safe range. Add or remove oil to ensure that is the case. The oil level is at the top, which is to the right end of the hashes here. When done, screw the dipstick back in and check for leaks. You can check the oil using an unofficial way to save time. Do everything the same but skip the warm-up and cool-down steps and ensure the oil is near the upper end of the safe range. You can read the owner's manual for other things to periodically inspect and verify at certain intervals. Other things can and do need maintenance. Otherwise, bring it into a local motorcycle shop. Repeat the procedures until you are comfortable. Stop to rest if you are tired. The next lesson will cover the friction zone and shifting.